Right, so I'm doing this in 720p because this is going to be a long one, and yeah, this is quite honestly might be the worst town. Hold on. Someone. Wait, you can't zoom in as I'm using my 13 as I'm trying to save space on my main phone, but I need all the space I can get this one. I've never seen the post, they deliver post. Of course, they got letterboxes in this country, don't they? Yeah, dude, let's get in the car and hang out the window and smash some letterboxes with baseball bats, dude. That's what the Yanks do, man. This is quite honestly the worst town. And you know, this isn't the high street is literally the town center is literally a road with some shops, and the thing I didn't realize, the medium, the small at Burger King in this country, right, is much larger than, or about, yeah, actually I'm trying to go back in my memory. It's larger anyway than the large in England. The small cup and the medium cup is much larger than the large cup in England. And the large cup is absolutely massive, man. I'd say about 4 times the size. American large versus, like, I was taken aback when I went into that Burger King, and it's like, would you like small, medium, or large? I'm doing the generic Met because she was like Hispanic, and I'm not sure if it's, I can't do the accent. I can't do a Hispanic female accent even if I tried. That I'd want to, because I don't know where, if that constitutes, you know, racism. I don't know, so I'm not going to do it anyway. And I was just like, what? This cup is absolutely massive. And like, I had to pick, I could get any size cup for any price anyway, but I just picked the medium because I didn't know what to pick. It's like getting the small, even though the small is the same size as a large cup in England. So I just said medium. It was massive, man. It's Yanks, but it's absolutely massive. I don't know where I am. I've been stopped 3 times. I was given a warning before my Uber Jamaican guy dropped me off. He did tell me that you know, to keep my guard up, because yeah, you know, not because the town is like, yo homeboy, I'm gonna bust a cap in your ass. No, we're talking, you know, south. We're talking, even though I'm in New York, obviously, you know, we're talking the southern sense, the rural America, rural, predominantly white, and your not white area of America. So I think you understand what I'm getting at. And yeah, it's definitely I definitely fell out of place here, man. And 3 times as well. Actually, why did the Yanks feel the need? Maybe, you know, maybe I'm not from, but you know, it's like an old it's not it's definitely something, man. You know, I don't feel, I haven't really felt unsafe here, but it's you know, getting us, hey, where you going, hey, you know, 3 times, all right, yeah. And this is like, you know, I didn't have my phone, I was just sitting down, you know. It's It's something, man. Hello. Morning. Blind. That's new. It's nice out here though. A lot of wildlife. But no one's been like mean to me. No one's been mean. No one's like, but come on now. All I'm doing is sitting down. Like as I was saying, because I saw that, and I do, but it's like a older, predominantly white, rural community, and it's I definitely have felt out of place. Like I said, no one's like, hey, you need to get out of here, nigga. Hey, you need to get out of here, boy. I mean, no Negroes allowed in. Nothing like that. But well, I'm just sitting down. It's as well, back in England, no one's ever like questioned me for sitting down, like, but here, sleepy fella in bed. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. It's definitely a shock for me, And I imagine as well, imagine if I went down to like Tennessee or Mississippi or Alabama or Arkansas or something like that. Then, that's why I'm not complaining, because I know that things could definitely be people question in why I'm sitting down. Not really calling me names, not really trying to. There isn't, as microaggression as the Gen Z, millennial, Gen Alpha, liberal kids call it. It's definitely a microaggression, but they could definitely just tell me to get out of town, It's something, man. Why do Americans have post boxes? Like, why don't they just do what the British do and just, because I gotta keep it quiet, so like couldn't someone just steal? Like, the only reason I'm keeping it quiet is if these people hear me going up about stealing packages, they'll be like, oh, hello, 911, there's this nigger walking around the middle of nowhere, so talking about, but like, why do Americans do that? Why don't they just have, like, you put it in the, but because it just seems such a liability. And like, this is the richest country in the world, man. You really can't afford to put a hole in your door that people put packages through. It's nice. Look at that. Sleepy Valley Road. Whatever that. New house, and you beats, make sure to fuck for them. Unless they're a Republican, then don't. They better not say that around here. As well, like, I do understand, like, I am like very, but look how cold it is. Like, I've got like snow boots. Merry Christmas. I've got snow boots, I've got Wellingtons, I've got like big trousers, big backpack, but like, it's, but like I said, from personal experience, I know how bad things can get as well. Nothing can compare to 2015 Worcester, mid 2010s Worcester. Now, if you want aggression because you look like you're not from there, mid 2010s Worcester will never, you know, unless I went down to Lynchburg, Tennessee, or Yamacraw. Actually, isn't Yamacraw like a majority black? Like, went down to some rural, ultra-conservative area in the south. I don't think anything's beating Worcester in the mid 2010s, man. So when I tell you, it was racist. It was a racist. Like, it was horrible. You know, and being a young kid as well during that time, having to grow up with the people on the streets, like the looks they gave, just the how, you know, because as well, there are many times where like I would escape school and like hang out with the white kids, and like the locals at Worcester would be so friendly, like, hey, oh, okay, directions are to here, but when, like, if, you know, one of us would talk, you know, ask for directions to go to one time McDonald's, this, that, the park, how'd you get to the park, how'd you get near the university, etc. But like when I did it, people were just so, I don't know how to describe. And as well, at school I got called like a massive amount of names. Teachers never did anything. Like, it was absolutely horrific. So, you know, even though Warwick and whatever area I'm in, it's definitely out of place. Oh, I want to go across that, but no, that's like 1.5 feet worth of snow. I've got mid-rise. Snow's just gonna, I didn't get a chance to like, I don't know what gaiters. I'd have to get massive gaiters. But that's nice though. And you know, that lady with the dog was nice enough. No issue there. As Sean McCauley. I do apologize, because this could be, but like in 4K. But like this is like long form. This isn't really about like taking in the scenery, even though that is what we're doing. Like, that isn't the main. It's just me talking and reviewing the town. Like I said, the stretch of road, it was just like McDonald's, Chinese, State Farm, Burger King, like some rip-off Dunkin' Donuts. Did I say? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said the Chinese. Petrol station. Like, because when I went here on Google Earth, it looked a lot more built up. Like, a lot more like a town. But it's more like a stretch of road with some buildings and whatever. Then it's like very rural. It's sorry, I should stop pointing at the floor. I haven't met a young person yet. There was a little kid in the Burger King, and there was like, I'm hearing something. I know they got wolves out here, don't they, and bears. I mean, wolves. And as well, the bears are hibernating. Not sure. Not sure about the wolves down here. So I know, like the wolves in Alaska and whatever, they're active. Oh bloody hell, 24/7, you know. But this ain't Alaska, so I don't know. To be. It's not as good as Stamford, Connecticut. Definitely not as good as is it? No, it wasn't Fairfield. It wasn't Ridgefield. I didn't get that far. I can't remember where I went. It wasn't as good as that. Man, something down there. It's sorry if I'm not talking. I don't want to repeat myself really. I don't want to. It's not the most interesting place I've been to. I'll tell you that. You know, when it's summer, where are the trees and leaves? I'm sure it looks stunning, but right now, man, it reminds me of like Fallout. Not even like Fallout 4 or 76. It reminds me of like Fallout 3. Like it's like very just desolate. Like even like Fallout 4, like it's more lively and you know, unless you go to the glowing sea. That's what this is kind of like. You know, it's more lively and Fallout 76, you've got like forest trees. You know, you got those big ass monsters and those skinwalkers or whatever. They need to be. This is. You know, you need to be careful of the skinwalkers out here. Skinwalkers are cool, man. Very cool. But like, someone would have to pretend to be a human first, right? So look out for any people. And the other one, Wendigo. There's someone. I keep seeing that. It looks very scary sign. Watch out for the Wendigo and the skinwalkers. Actually, they shouldn't, because I'm not. I weren't the one to kick them off their land. You know, I'm just an innocent bystander, really. So they shouldn't go after. The Native Americans don't seem like the type to just randomly murder people for the sake of randomly murdering them. But then again, isn't like doing the same thing to the Americans, the European Americans, whatever. Basically, that there's not like it's their fault their ancestors committed genocide. You know. But then I feel like the skinwalkers and Wendigo are more likely to go after them than me. Ever since I started recording, I've had like a boost of energy. So before, it's like really slowing down. It's funny as well, as I was bad mouthing the town, and the lady was right behind me. That's when I noticed the dog. I just zipped. Oh, look at that, man. You can't see it. It's like a mountain or something over there. I try and keep the camera on it if I can. Oh, that's Valentine's Day, that is. Need to be careful about pointing stuff at people's houses, man. Oh my god, actually I've already made that joke, I don't need to make it again. I just like doing that American accent, you know. Stop. What the hell is that noise? It sounds like a clicker from, I nearly said The Walking Dead, The Last of Us. Not the TV, I mean, even though they are in a TV show. Because I've never played the game either, actually. Stop ahead. Whoa, what's ahead? I want to see how close I can get to that mountain. Oh, I dropped my phone. Stop it here, dude. Otherwise I'm gonna blast you with my Remington 870. Okay, I heard that again. Americans love their big vehicles, man, I'll tell you. My mum noticed it first. I didn't realise it till she said, "You see that mountain now? We're in like a valley. Like, this ain't the cool valley with all the valley girls and Asia Monet, my wife to be, Ashley. Sure, Ashley, fucking hell, I can taste that, man. What do Americans put in their cars, bro? I can taste the petrol fumes. Jesus Christ, America is so extra. That's what I like about America, to be honest. Like, the Americans just gotta be so extra with everything. Oh, hey, dude, you want this 14-inch medium cup from Burger King, and you can put as much sugar, 300 grams of sugar in your drink, man, and drink it all and go have refills and have another 300 grams of sugar, dude. Hey, do you want to taste the sorry for swearing. Hey, do you want to taste the petrol fumes off the car? You want to taste the petrol fumes, the gas fumes, dude? I need to check, see if I've gotten a phone call. So that's what I've been waiting on for like the past hour and a half. No, absolutely nothing. Radio silence. It's a lake. What's this? Actually, I swear I've seen this on there. My legs are really hurting, man. Alright. I need to find some place to sit down, man. At least I'm warm now. It was -10 earlier. Never felt anything like it, man. -10 Celsius. So I've seen that on Google Earth, Google Maps, Google Earth, everything. Stop. No. Continue. Thank you. Speed limit 35. Is it miles? Yeah, they use miles per hour down here, same as us. So what the F is a kilometer mean? It wasn't funny the first time. It wasn't funny when I said it either. I'm just saying. I think there's gonna be any place to sit down except on someone's porch. That's what I'm not doing. Hell no. Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. It's like everywhere as well. It's probably like in front of someone's property, and you know, post it out again with this dumbass warning. What's going on? It's that's cool. I haven't seen an American flag recently. They like to remind you that you're in America over here. It's a nice house. Probably home of some basketball player who's white. There's no one following me. This isn't like a scary creepy pester. I think it's my bag rubbing on my yeah, that's what it is. As it sounds like shoes squeaking, but it must be. I don't know where in the Rusk I am now. I think that's up there. So, is it dickweed? What are those things called? Something weed. duckweed. No, that isn't right. What is this? That is a gate. Surely if you have a gate to your house, you should have should be big and lavish. I mean, it's a nice house. I'm sure it goes for like $3 million, but I feel like gates are really for mansions and. But yeah, I do need to find a place that isn't snow. I need to find a rail divider or something, because my left leg is really starting to hurt, man. Push forward. Never surviving the long walk, man. Let me tell you. Still didn't get. I got to see Sinners though. Saw it, very disappointed. Very. Because I thought Sinners was going to be absolutely life-changing, like black vampires going and killing the KKK. I thought it was going to be an absolute masterpiece, and visually brilliant, visually amazing. So many colors, so it's so vibrant. But obviously it doesn't kill the horror vibe. It makes it more horrific because of how realistic it looks. It isn't the same color grading, basic color palette we see in every horror film now. But you know what? Because Haley Steinfeld ruined that film. She cannot act. Yeah, she's an attractive woman, very attractive woman. But it's not even like Megan Fox. Megan Fox still has acting ability. She still has charm. Haley Stein, especially that scene where they first meet at the train station, where she's looking through the crowd and sees Smoke or one of the Michael B. Jordan twins, and she's oh, you see her face. It's oh my god, is that she's making that face? Oh my god, is that Smoke or Stack? And she just has that really just fake deer in the headlights look. And as well, if you're gonna cast a white woman to be in the movie, why not because Haley Steinfeld is half Filipina and 8.5% black. Why not cast someone who's properly white to amplify the dissonance? I'm using big words here. Let me explain what I mean. If you're gonna have a backstory that this is the South in the 1930s, and this black guy is with this white woman, and that's a very dangerous game. Why would you cast a very visibly mixed race actress to play her? Why not cast someone who's properly white, Sabrina Carpenter? I don't think she would have fit with the southern. I mean, she is an actress. I don't think she would have pulled off a southern accent. But why not cast blonde hair, blue-eyed, pale skin? I wouldn't say Sydney Sweeney. I don't think. Actually, speaking of Sydney Sweeney's been in a couple of movies now where she's with a black guy. I mean, I don't know if she can do a southern accent though. No, she's in The Fires, and I saw a couple of her scenes. I refused to watch Euphoria. Refused to watch it, but I did see those against my will. At least I mean, it wasn't against my will, but it was a video called Sydney Sweeney Does Black Guy in Euphoria. That was the title, and obviously, I was oh, let me, it's like a gore video. You don't want to watch a gore video, but you're all right, let me just click on it. Let me see what's going on, Sydney Sweeney, Sabrina, Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, that's she. Yeah, that could work. Lindsay Lohan. Who else? Blonde hair or blue eye? Blonde hair. Actress. Maddie Phillips. She's a brilliant actress. She is. She could have probably pulled off a southern accent. Maddie Phillips. It's just weird. Like, hey, oh my god, I'm with a white woman in the 1930s, and you cast the most mixed race looking actress. And I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's a very weird, I mean I am complaining, it's a very weird casting choice. Like, why not like completely remove, even though it is revealed that she is quadroon, like that adds nothing to the movie. Nothing to the movie. It's never mentioned again. You know, if I casted it with you know, if Sabrina can pull off a southern accent, then it would have been her, man, absolutely. Because it's not like you need to be that brilliant of an actress if Hailey got it, you know. I'll just get an actress to dye her hair blonde, whatever. Some other ones, Al Fanning, Dakota Fanning, you know, so many. Well, which way, left or right? I think go left, I go back into town. I'm gonna go right. I'm going right. Man, vote for Donald Trump, man. I watched Death of a Unicorn too. You know, if you do want a mixed actress, hey, Jenna Ortega's there. She's much better. I can taste the fumes again, man. This is horrible. Like, Jenna Ortega's there. She's, you know, it's just such a, it's got to be the worst casting maybe in movie history. I was gonna say Halle Bailey as the Little Mermaid, but Halle Bailey can sing, she can act, you know, beautiful woman. She's a real virtuoso, you know. Like, she doesn't look like the character at all, but at least she can pull off like the Disney princess thing, you know. But, you know, I personally wouldn't, as well, Disney only casted her, so I gotta keep quiet around here. So like rednecks and Republicans on the internet, oh my god, they casted a black to play Ariel. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, dude. We must vote for Project 2025, dude. Donald Trump, dude. Ron DeSantis, dude. Ted Cruz, dude. R.I.P. Charlie Cook, dude. Like I said, I had to whisper all that. Wait a minute. What the? What is going on? It feels like maybe I went here in the car and the Uber driver, such a lovely guy as well. When my original, he dropped me off in the middle of nowhere, man. It was beautiful, it was stunning, but it was the middle of nowhere. As I thought that Warwick Bethel was actually in Warwick, but it's nowhere near. And I walked about a quarter of the way, and I just called the taxi, and he gave me the lowdown. He took me into town for free, because I only like got it to like part of town, like side of the town. It's like, hey, let's hey, this is a nice spot. Hey, you know, you can record this if you want. I can wait. I've got no rush. You know, very lovely guy. I gave him a $14 tip. I was gonna give him more, but I got, you know, like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. You know, I gotta be like very careful. You know, not until I get back to Manhattan. Actually, cars come, yeah. I don't like walking, because so, you know, I don't like walking with a car, but it's weird because they, you know, they drive on the other side of the road around here, and it's disorientating a little. Anyway, man, You know, it's nice. It's just desolate, you know. But they, you know, it's the winter, so. At some point, I'm still waiting for that phone call, man. Yeah. If I was to cast for, actually I wouldn't change, it's set for Haley. I wouldn't change the cast. Everyone played their part. I do think the Chinese, you know, I'm not going to get into the Chinese bit. It's just, you know, I'm not going to get into that because, you know, said I won't. It's nothing bad. It's just there's just some things that I would improve upon. Nothing bad, nothing bad. It's just some things I personally would have, but I'm not going to get into all that because that's just none of my business. Would have, you know, recast Haley Steinfeld as an actual, like, proper, you know, white, you know, like, well, that's the only thing, you know. Actually, is that's Bellevale, is it? That's where the if that might be. Well, yeah, Death of a Unicorn, decent movie, nothing mind-blowing about it, you know, watchable. Oh, I watched I Am Legend too, you know, not two, but I watched I Am Legend as well. Children at play, but children, I ain't seen a single child. That sounds weird. No young people, man. I want to see how they get down in Warwick, New York. I want to see how the white kids party. Town of Warwick County. Why is there so many orange counties in the US, man? Bloody hell. Pick a, like, there's literally, like, so if you go, like, there's so many orange counties. It's unbelievable. There's only one good one. I'm pretty sure you know which one that is. It's like the main one. Because it's nice hot weather. You never get like 2 feet of snow there. Bloody hell, I'm hot and cold at the same time. I'm hot and yeah. How's it go? Na 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 na. It was on the TV a lot back in the day. Used to watch the music video channels, and it was Katy Perry, Britney, Lady Gaga, Rihanna. Sorry, yeah, that was like the main four. Look at this, man. Oh, now that's interesting. Actually, I better not. I don't want to be caught recording. What the hell's going on there? Oh, it's like a fountain. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, it is. Rich people live here, man. No, you know, the I Am Legend has got to be one of the worst good, like, it's a really bad movie, but it's watchable at the same, probably because of Will Smith. I'm a very big fan. It's my favourite actor, Will Smith. My favourite movie as well, Focus. He was my favourite actor before I saw Focus. Margot Robbie, actually, I don't think she would have fit. I feel like she's, you know, actually, no, she would have fit perfectly. She's like the same age as MBJ. She would have fit. She can pull off loads of accents, she can. Well, except for that one in Wuthering Heights, or whatever, that one she's with Jacob Elordi. Bloody hell, she cannot pull off an accent there. Not on her life. But normally she can. As well. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say, man. Maybe it'll come back to me. I really need to take, I think this is a frozen lake. I mean, as well, 2 feet of snow. Come on. Just bloody hell, my throat's burning. It's the fumes again, man. Jesus Christ. What are these Americans doing, man? What are they putting in their cars? Like, you can taste it. Now it's burning my throat. Can it be yo, dude, let's go hang out, let's go fishing and drink cans of beer, dude. Oh. Yeah, sorry for any back, because I know I did say I said the F word and I said the S-E-X word. I'm trying to keep this clean. This is just me walking around, rambling. It's cool. I'm about to enter a horror movie, man. I want to be the final girl. Because that would be hot. I don't want a final boy that just doesn't have the same ring to it, you know. Well, I guess I'm going to be the first boy as well if a serial killer, if Leatherface starts chasing me in there. Or whoever else, the Wendigo, the body snatchers. I use the term body snatcher to refer to ICE, but here, like ICE is in like the government agency, but here I'm just talking about like normal body snatching aliens. So, how deep's the snow? I'm not too deep. I like how some Americans they'll pull over their cars, so like you got space in the road walking up. I don't know, like I don't, because in Britain, right, I just nod and say thank you, like mouth thank you. That's like in Britain, you put your hands up, someone's left there. Do you think these still work? That ain't worth it. Can you even, yeah you can. I don't even know what type of, I'm actually really enjoying this. Should do this more often. Makes me feel happy and clean mentally, you know. Isn't a problem in the world. But nah, it's that Turtle Beach or Razor, like some, I might have nicked. Well, it's not really nicking it if it's just on the side of the road in frozen snow. What the hell's frozen snow? What the hell is that? You know, in snow and ice, and a good type of ice. One of these days, I wanna make a YA like vampire show, but it's like a majority black cast, because we really don't get, because I'm a big fan of vampires, and you know, obviously I like black people too. You know, I'm not Candace Owens or her dad, what's his name, spiritual dad, something C, old black guy, and he's in the Senate, Republican obviously. Larry Elder, him as well, but it isn't Larry Elder, it's another guy. George, I don't know, man. I don't know, let's just go with Larry Elder. You know, Kanye West will do it as well. You know, because we really don't get, you know, except for Blade and except for Sinners, obviously, don't get to see black vampires. You know, it's not going to be a black only show, of course not. We're going to have other races too. But like the main, I'd say 2-3 characters. My idea, black guy, black girl, black guy, then, you know, other races. You know, try and get everyone, and not like the over the top, like, let's just cast people of different, like, it's going to be like natural diversity, not like where you see The Witcher. It's set in like 1600s Poland and it looks like downtown LA or midtown Manhattan. You know, everyone's gonna feel included. It isn't gonna, you know, even like the right gonna have like conservative characters that aren't portrayed as being like irredeemably evil. We're gonna see same. We're gonna try and like get everyone included. I know it sounds like a pretty terrible show, but trust me, I can make it work. You know, I want diversity, but I don't want to like put down, even if I don't agree with like, you know, obviously we're not gonna like, but we're gonna, I don't know how to explain it. We're gonna, because, you know, gonna have everyone left to right, white, black, Asian. If we're probably gonna be doing this back in England, so probably not gonna have Native Americans, you know, Chinese, East Asian, Pacific Islander, maybe find them, Middle Easterners, Latinos, you know, gay, straight, trans, and it's not going to come off as a lecture. You know, they're going to, no, this person's white and conservative, this person's black and gay, you know, this person's disabled, this person isn't. You know, it isn't going to come off as just like, hey, this is what this person is, now deal with it. We're going to get to know them. Like I said, it isn't going to be over the top with like all the other things, but it is going to have like a racially diverse cast, you know. Fucking hell, that's deep, man. I ain't going in there. Look at that, man. So it's like an ice skating rink out there. Oh, sorry, I swore again. Oh, someone else has got a fountain. You know, we're not going to have a cast where it's just 10,000 different people of random combinations of orientations, disability, nothing like that. But there are going to be, you know, lesser represented people. You know, you get what I mean. How you'd see in normal everyday society, you know, isn't going to be like a one-way thing. You get what I mean? Because we gotta celebrate our differences. I'm not gonna sing the rest. I can do the African part, but I'm not gonna do that either. I don't know. But oh my god, you were complaining about a mixed actress. Now you're talking about this. It's because that was just terrible casting. You know, if it was a normal show and it wasn't about, like I said, if it wasn't about, hey, oh my god, you're with a white woman, like, it just, why not just cut that out? You know, why not just cut that out and just make it so that you don't have that little side plot, because it just doesn't make sense with the choice of casting, you know. You get what I mean? I'm not trying to put her down. I'm not trying to do anything. It's just a bad casting. you know, if I had a side plot, people up here, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. As well, if I had a side plot, like, oh my god, you're dating a movie or TV show. Oh my god, you're dating a black man. Oh my god, I can't believe you're dating a black man. You know you'll get arrested, you'll get lynched for that. I wouldn't go and cast Tyreek Withers. You get what I mean? Oh my god, you're dating a white woman. Oh my god, oh my god, you're dating a black woman. Oh my god, then I wouldn't go and cast Halsey. It's just, you know, that's it. If you're gonna go down that route, like I said, if you're just gonna, as well, she's not a good actor. If you're just gonna go down a normal route, they're in a relationship, nothing to it, then that's fine. But why have all that? It just doesn't make any sense. I think she's octooing in the show, not even quadroon. My arm is killing. I don't see the mountains anymore. Yeah, we're definitely in Redneck County now. Redneck country. Guy's got hay bales off his pickup. My arm really hurts. I hear someone, and I can't stress this. I see something too. I can't stress this enough. It isn't about identity, and it might sound, it sounds a bit hypocritical, but for that specific backstory, like, you know, it just doesn't make any sense for Hayley's. If you're gonna cast like a mixed actress to play a white woman, then you know you got. I mean, Halsey isn't an actress though. Nico Parker that would have worked. You can definitely see. Who is there? The only Caucasian, like properly Caucasian, look, is the dude from Prison Break, the gay guy, Wentworth Miller, Tyreek Withers, that man. Jesse, the guy who plays the android in Detroit Become Human. They're all like male. Like, alright, let's say if they pretend they're a female, then cast them. It just doesn't make sense for someone to look like that, to play a character like that, with that specific backstory. We reached an hour. I haven't found a place to sit down, man. I am dripping sweat. This is not good. So let's say something more. As when the sun begins to drop and the thing goes down, it is Frozen Clove City. And as well, probably not a good place to be in once the sun drops. Chase Infinity. You can see. You know, just do the gender swaps of that. You know, I'd cast them. Like Haley Steinfeld. It's just very obvious, and she's just not a good actress. Nothing, you know, nothing to do with any of that. And it's nice as well to see people, going back to the Chinese backstory, you know, they're just there. Like, why not build upon them? How did they end up in Mississippi? You know, explore their family history a bit. You know, show what struggles they had to go through as Chinese shop owners in Mississippi in the 1930s. Oh, low battery. Oh, alright, at least it didn't stop recording. I hope, as I was saying, I don't know if it cut off. You know, Chinese family in the 1930s, show their backstory, show all the things. Us as well, if I'm not mistaken, Chinese people, actually no, this is San Francisco, though, like they were banned from actually no, I'm pretty sure all of them were banned from immigrating, like all over the country, you know, show what they had to go through, but then again, isn't that hypocritical? No, because if I have a diverse cast, which I would have, you know, I would explore their backstory, explore their motivations, if they've been persecuted, what they've had to go through, you know, what their thoughts are. So, hey, here's Haley Steinfeld, for the sake of it. Here's Chinese family with no, maybe there's a director's cut. That's because I would like to know more and more about them. It just feels, it just feels. Alright, yeah, I think I need to call an Uber, man. Actually, no, I'm still waiting for that phone call first. That's one thing I don't like, is diversity casting for the sake of diversity casting. We don't get to know these diverse characters, we don't get to know their backstories, they're just thrown in there, you know, just hey, here's this race, we're not gonna, you know, go into depth with them, they're just how they are, the way I are, I ain't got no money, I ain't got no car to take you on a date, I can't even buy you flowers. I've heard that song so many times, and because it annoys me, and I see especially like these period pieces, like in whatever 1800s, and you just got like, you know, like I said, it just looks like downtown LA, in Midtown Manhattan. And they're just there for the, like, you never get to know why they're there, what they've been through. It's just like, hey, they're here, and that's it. It's what I'd just rather have an all-white cast than just have people just randomly thrown in for the sake of randomly throwing them in with no, you know, character development. Alright, there's still nowhere to sit down there. I don't know. But I've got to sit down because there's a car coming up. Where in the hell am I, man? Where? And I could check Google Maps. Where's the fun in that? We're getting lost. That's what this series is going to be called. Well, we're going to do a series called Getting Lost, where we just get lost. Children at play. I don't think so. Getting lost in sundown towns in America. So, you know, this isn't a sundown town. I'm just taking the myth and seeing how long we can last. Why is everywhere private property in this country? In the UK, you can just walk off into the woods and, you know, you're in the woods. Here, it's like, oh, this is private property, that's private property. You're not allowed to be here. You're not allowed to be there. That's one thing I don't like about this country. Not a lot of, like, you can't really, it's like a semi-open world game, you know. Like, hey, you got this big ass map. You got this big ass map, dude, and like you can't even access most of the map. It's just there to give you like the illusion of free will, the illusion of freedom of movement, but in reality you're like confined to a specific area and everywhere's just out of bounds. And like if the background is just sky shots and not actually places, skyboxes you can't actually go to them. That's what. All right, I am sweating. Like, is it? I need to find somewhere. As if I can't even charge my. I can just switch phones. Let's see. No, not too long ago it said that I was on 20. When it gets to 10%, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go for 5 more minutes after 10. Stop, close my, save the footage, close my phone, and switch phones. Bloody hell. You know, I can. But I'd have to sit with my back facing the road. I mean, it beats. I mean, I have to, man. Ah! I should be alright here. Everything's freaking private property. Let me see if I've got that phone call yet, man. I really need. But there's like. Oh, crap. I'm not sure how much data I've left on my phone. This was a picture of my niece with her friends. I just messaged my mum, son downtown. Oh, I need to get off the road, man. Ah, fucking look like a roadman. Sorry for swearing. A roadman in rural New York State. At least I got a bit of rest. I had 2 full cups of that Burger King thing, so I am getting thirsty, but it's not at a massive level, or like a discomfort level just yet. See cars parked up there, and it doesn't look like a house. It's just whoa. Oh, this is private property, dude. Yeah, well, bust. Actually, they can't shoot you. Yeah, Florida. I was about to say this isn't Florida, and it says Florida NY. This isn't Florida where they can murder you for going on their land. You know, it's not like I'm gonna try my luck. No, but you know, it's not legal. When does that ever stop though? And how? I don't get how such massive amounts of land can be private property, man. Like, what is it for exactly? What is it for? More. This is hectic, man, let me tell you. Absolutely hectic. I will survive. Na, 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 na. I will survive. Hey, na, 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 na. 205, 205 alive. I'd rather be in the 305, Miami, Florida. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because there they can murder me. They're going on their land, as you already know. Oh my god, this is just house. The house reminds me of Dexter New Blood. Times Herald Record. That mailbox doesn't seem a clean. I'm not gonna intentionally record it because it's gonna look weird. No, maybe see. Oh, American flag. What the hell is that flag? It's a black and white flag. Is that the ISIS flag? What is that? Imagine finding the ISIS flag around here. Good way to get screwed up. Flag of Afghanistan looks similar. So as well, not a good place to go off collapsing, because I don't think I'm gonna get a friendly support out here. Actually, that's just stereotyping. Probably could be in the most friendly, welcoming, most liberal, blue part of America for all I know. If I just go falling over outside someone's house, I just don't, probably not gonna get the best support. Next place that isn't near someone's house, I need to sit. What's that? Oh, I think that's like to see how deep the snow is. That's what it must. I don't know what they are. That's what my guess is. Keep pushing. Push it real good. Until I get low. I remember in Fuser, man, the DJing game, I used to have some nasty mixes with Satisfaction by Benny Blanco. Actually, that's Selena's man, ain't he? Hairy guy. Hairy. I don't want to comment on anyone's looks, but him pulling Selena Gomez is like Alf Church. What's it? Alf Church Town FC beating Man City, full strength, full squad Man City. That's the same chances of him pulling. And for you Yanks out there who don't get the reference, that's like a 5-year-old girl's non-contact American football team beating the Philadelphia Eagles. They're the ones that won the Super Bowl, aren't they? Yeah, I remember the Patriots got their ass kicked. I remember now. Yeah. Actually, maybe not as that. They're not like a middle school boys American football team beating the Philadelphia Eagles. That's more. Even. Actually, all right, like a high school boys football team beating the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like that's more an accurate comparison. Because I feel like the other ones, they're a bit too massive of a gap. Like, it's a big gap, but like those are like colossal. It's like me calling Geisha Monet or Sabrina Carpenter or you see the pictures and videos of Billie Eilish going around on Twitter. It's something, man, let me tell you. Something. From what I've heard as well, they've been edited. I'll get, as I'm pretty sure someone's listening. I'll tell you, but I'll tell you what they edited. Oh, like Laura Raj. She's from Connecticut, not too far from here. It's my home state. That is. I could pick a home state. Be Connecticut, man. Yeah, that's what I named. Anyway, like they edited the photos to make her, please excuse my crude language here, her camel toe like appear larger and more pronounced. This is true, this is true. Go on Twitter, don't believe it. More private property, man. Jesus, can't go anywhere in this country, can you? How much battery does my phone have now? You know, I'm going to end this here just so I don't lose the footage. Thanks for watching, and part 2 will be done on my other phone.